Hello again from my front porch. It is a very chill. Don't let this sunshine fool you. It is very, very chilly here in Iowa. I was in Washington, D.C. the last couple of days, leading training stuff out there at the office out there, where it was almost 60 degrees the days I was out there. A little bit rainy, but it was almost 60 degrees, walking around in just a light coat, basically, and enjoying the time out there, only to fly back here to Iowa and find that the temperature has plummeted to its lowest point the entire this year and for quite some time, down to a actual temperature of -3 degrees. That's right, the temperature -3 degrees, but then the wind chill taking it down to like 25 below. Whoa, brr. That's cold. That's very cold. So anyway, so I'm all bundled up out here so I can come out on the front porch and chat with you just a bit about this, because now last year we did have a lot of cold weather that came through Iowa, and they blamed it all on this polar vortex thing. They're apparently grabbing all this cold air from the Arctic and bringing it down into the Midwest, and shame on it. Well, this year they haven't talked about a polar vortex, but I would like to observe that before I left, and even a little bit while I was gone, temperatures here in Iowa were in the 40s. Okay, now not as warm as it was out in D.C. when I was out there, but still not too bad, not too shabby. So they're in the 40s. Well, now all of a sudden here, yesterday going into today and a little bit into tomorrow, then it's going to be the bottom drops out, and it's sub-zero temperatures. But then starting on Friday, it goes back up into the 20s, and by Saturday, it's back up into the 40s. Saturday and Sunday is supposed to be 40s, almost 50 degrees here in Iowa. So they're not talking about this being a polar vortex. I've decided it's a bipolar vortex. Because when you can go from 40s to minus to, not just minus, but like with a wind chill of minus, to then 40s again in just a few days swing, that's bipolar. Mother Nature, you're off your meds. Stop that. But so yes, it is a little bit chilly. And then of course, then people are like, well, it's your own fault. You know, you could be living in Florida right now. Yeah, that is true. And right now, today, I could be back in Florida. But you know, it's for Floridians, it's cold down there too. It's been down in the 30s and the 40s, which sounds warm if you're here in Iowa. But down in Florida, that's their equivalent of being really, really cold, because it's still winter there. Yes, it's warmer than here, but that's a matter of perspective. In fact, it was actually warmer in D.C. than it was down in Fort Lauderdale during some of the time that I was there, because I've got on my phone, I have on the app, I look at all the cities of where our offices are, just, you know, so I keep track of what that difference might be. But still very, very chilly here, very cold. But it's days like this that I also get to say I get to work from home. Yay! So I have to brave the temperature out here on the front porch, but I don't have to brave the temperature out there. Except for the fact that I probably will go to Pi 5. That's worth it. That is totally worth it. All right. Well, I do need to get back to work because I am here at home working. So go back in there. Besides, it's much warmer in there. And it is sitting directly in the sun here on the front porch. It does warm just a bit. So that is nice. That's one nice thing I like about the front porch, is that even when it is freezing cold outside, during times where the sun is beating right in the windows, it actually can warm up here in the front porch and be tolerable. But I tell you, when you first step out here, woo, baby. So anyway, that's what's going on in our world. Tomorrow is Valentine's Day, and it promises to be a fun one for lots of people, but it promises to also be a very chilly one here. And so it's one of those Valentine's Day where if you have somebody to snuggle with closely, you're probably going to want to. All right, with that, I'll keep this one short because I want to still be able to feel my fingers and toes. And I'm going to go back in the house, and I'll see you all next time from my front porch.